I am not going to write down all of these, so we're just going to talk about them. This is the converse of, this is Theorem 7.2, by the way. Theorem 7.2, converse of the Pythagorean theorem. So you tell me, first of all, what is the Pythagorean theorem?
A squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Well, without the letters, what are you doing? Legs and hypotenuse, what are you doing?
The sum of the two legs equals the sum of the hypotenuse.
The sum of the square of the legs equals the square of the hypotenuse.
That's true.
What is the converse of that?
The square of the hypotenuse equals the sum of the square of the legs.
Okay, good enough. All right. So theorem 7.3. I'll write it out. If the square of the length of the longest side of a right triangle is less than the sum of the squares of the lengths of the other two sides. That's the one, right? Then the triangle is acute.
You sure this one has a name or is it just some
Just 7.3. If the square of the length of the longest side of a right triangle is less than the sum of the squares of the lengths of the other two sides, then it's acute. What do you think it is if it's obtuse? Greater than. Okay. So basically, this is what I wrote these down. So c squared, if the longest side, c, is less than the sum of the squares of the other sides, then it's acute. That's what that's saying. Sure. Yep.
Definitely, you have a rash on your face.
Okay, thank you. Bye. All right, and then the next one, if it's greater than those, then it's obtuse. And obviously, if it's equal, we know that that's a right triangle. All right, example 3. Let's see here. Example 3. Here is a triangle. 65 is one side, 72 and 97. Is it a right triangle? How do you know if it's a right triangle? What are you going to do to find out if it's a right triangle? Pythagorean theorem. Check it out. I want to know if it's a right triangle. Everybody do it. I want to see the numbers. Write down the numbers. You're supposed to be writing it all down. If there's a problem in your note-taking guide, you can ask me to do it. Let's see. Everybody tell me what all of the numbers are squared. So that's what I want to see. Everybody be writing them down. I'm going to pick somebody to tell me. Because I'm mean. Nasty, mean teacher.
Yep.
Megan, what is 65 squared?
4,200.
Carmen, what's 72 squared?
5,184.
What's 97 squared?
9,400.
What?
9,409.
Is that the same as this?
Yes.
Right triangle. Yay! That's number 3. That's real hard. Example 17. Acute, obtuse, or right triangle. 24, 30, and 6 radical 43. What are you going to do? Think before you start. What are you going to do? What's your thought process here?
Figure out which one hypotenuse.
Yeah, you got to find out which one's the longest side so that you can plug it into this stuff, into the formulas. Which one's longer? Well, 30 seems to be the longest, but you don't know what 6 times radical 43 is. What is 6 times radical 43?
39, 43.
Yeah, 39 something. So this is your C. You have to find out what your C is first. You don't want to say hypotenuse because hypotenuse implies that it's a right triangle. But that we all understand what you mean. Alright, so figure that out. You're going to square. You now know that this is in order. And you need to know if it's one of those 3. You don't know which one it is. She just told us it was 39 point something. Or no, I'm sorry. That's what you got to get to square it. Okay, 39 point something, then you got to square that. Okay. I'll help you out. 30 squared is 900. Yeah.
Could you just square the 6 and take the radical away and do 6 plus 43?
36 times 43, yes.
You do that?
Yeah. What's 24 squared?
576.
Thank you, everybody should know that.
Yeah.
What's 36 times 43, Blake?
I'm 150, 1,536.6.
1,500 what?
36. 0.6.
You took the square root of 43 and then you multiplied by 6, didn't you? And then you squared it? Is that how you did it, or did you take 36 times 43?
I squared them both.
Where would you get 36?
You square this.
Oh. I was like, that's a 39, but never mind.
36 times 43, Megan, what is it?
1,548.
What is this?
1,477.
C is bigger than those squares added together, so what do we have?
Obtuse.
Obtuse. Excellent. Good job. Your assignment.
Ooh.
Page 453. 426. 32. Next review. Evens. Begin.